G'day guys. I've let these materials with that black shielding paint dry out, and I'll just measure the end resistance. First of all, I'm going to shut my door. If I don't shut the door, we will be interrupted. Okay, so I've got the first one was that tape, this cloth tape. We call it hockey stick tape or whatever it is. Masking tape and polyethylene foam material, which I use to wind it. I use that as a spacer for that probe. So yeah, it's just polyethylene. It's about 1.5 mm, 2 millimeters thick. Very, very spongy, full of air, fantastic. Low dielectric, great for doing this sort of stuff. Except it is spongy. It's got a lot of give. So if there was, you made this, we use this on a coil, and it could be knocked up against objects like trees or rocks or whatever, and this flexed, it would make a noise in the coil. The coil would have a change in capacitance between the shield and the wire in the coil, and that capacitance change would make the detector sound off. So, you know, for something like that, you really have to have it in a pretty hard housing. But then again, this is really good stuff to make a coil, even a big coil. I don't know if you can see, but if you look at the structure of this stuff, it's got holes through it. You may be able to see with that black stuff in the background, that sort of translucent. It's full of air holes, and that's what you want. The air is a perfect dielectric to use in coil making, but the trouble with air is it doesn't support anything. So you've got to use some structure with a lot of air in that structure. Preferably something solid. And, you know, if that was made out of like a more of a better type of stronger plastic or something, not PVC, it's got a very high dielectric, but I think it's polyethylene. If you can make it out of polypropylene, it's even better. But you'd have to have a structure with a lot of air in the structure, and probably a lot of some sort of filler, which would then stuff up the dielectric properties of the material. So yeah, you'd have to design it from scratch, I'd say, unless something is out there which you can readily put your hands on. Yeah, the closer you get to air, the better. But anyway, that's you know. But this is very squishy. I don't know if you can see it there. If I get right on the edge, maybe you can. You know, I can squish that right down. Yeah, there you go. See, it's like miniaturized. Well, I don't know. It's like bubble wrap, but it's just full of air. It's really good stuff. Really good. It's light, very light. It's light as a feather. They used to use it, anything out of China from Alibaba comes packaged in that stuff. I think I got some electron tubes, valves, I think. It's in here. No, this, oh well, there you go. There's a stack of it. This come from, it had something in there, I can't remember what now. But yeah, this is also the same stuff. But the thing is, if you have a look here where my fingers are, I'll just get that, I can squash it right down. It does bounce back. So, you know, for a coil, fantastic stuff to use as a spacer between the wiring and the shield. Maybe you want it a little bit, well, maybe not as thick as that, and thicker than this. It's the same stuff. It's very thin, but the properties of this is beautiful for making any type of coil for metal detectors. Basically, it would be lossless. It'd be fantastic stuff. Anyway, what we're going to do on this painted material, we're going to use, I'm using a miniature type of camera stand. It's about 4 or 5 inches tall, and you haven't got much adjustments on it, so it's basically you got to squeeze it to move it. Anyway, we got, I don't know if you can see that very well. Yeah, we should be able to. For this, we'll use our expensive Fluke 8840A multimeter and some really good silicon leads. And we'll go on to, at about 25 millimeters, 1 inch spread, I'm going to do that tape, not the masking tape, the cloth tape. And if you can see here that over 1 inch, the resistance, when it's dried, has gone right down, 19.5 ohms. That's a little bit low, but it doesn't affect the Pinpointer at all. It works exactly the same. On a coil, that might be a little bit too low. I would not have it go all the way around as a continuous short circuit. I would put in a overlap with a gap in the middle. I think it's on my other videos, how to do that on a coil. I think it's called Making the Best Metal Detector Coil, wherever that video lives, somewhere there. I think there's about 280 videos or something. I'm not sure if there's that much. I think there's over 200 anyway. It might be that much. Next bit of product we're going to test is this the polyethylene foam painted. Okay, and it's about 25 millimeters or 1 inch. Yeah, that's all right. You know, it's a multimeter leads moving with pressure, changing the ohmage. But we're looking around about, you could say that's 60 ohms, near enough. Perfect for a detector. I don't know if it's very stable though, because, yeah, see what happens? There's no adherence. I can just scratch that off. So use it for insulation material, but don't paint on it. You'd have to use masking tape over that. And masking tape is paper. Paper has a dielectric very close to 1. So there's nothing wrong with using that either. Now, the last one we have the masking tape, which is that one there. And the leads are catching up on this paper and moving it all over the shop. So here we go. We'll see what it is. Come back here. Okay, about 25 millimeters, 1 inch, 30 ohms. And on the masking tape, which is that one there, it just makes that silvery mark, which is indicative of graphite in the mix. But you can't scratch it off, it's fine. It sticks like the proverbial. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. It sticks really well. And there you go. You can make shiny patterns all over it if you want to touch it with metal objects. So back onto that again, just check on it. 24, 25. Depends where I touch it, I suppose. It's not very, I stuck it on with a cotton bud, didn't I? Painted it with a cotton bud. So yeah, 27, 28. And if I hold these down really hard, it should stabilize and give us a hard reading. That's a lot of contact there. 19.5 roughly. So that's not too bad. So that shielding stuff works great. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, someone has put a comment, Rick has put a comment on one of the videos, and I can't remember which one it is, but it's one to do with making the Pinpointer. And what Rick has said is that you can get chalkboard paint. Okay, now I went to get some, but I had a look and it was not available. So I'll show you what it is. I'll just go and fire up the computer and we'll have a look at what it is. And this is going to be way too close. I'm going to have to hold this by hand. So we'll find out the details. Rick said that it works perfectly as shielding paint. I haven't tried it. I did, like I say, I did go to get it. They're out of stock. I'll wake this computer up. It should just be sitting there idly. Okay. Okay. David's tried to call me. Fantastic. Okay. As you can see, I was having a look on Geotech. I'll just get on to the website where this stuff was and we'll get it up. It's a little bit too close. So we want to go to, I'll pick this up. We're on Bunnings, bunnings.com.au. Oops, where is it? Up there, there you go. That's the website we're on. Now this will be available everywhere, I would say. Chalkboard paint. Okay, I'm going to hold this by hand. But if you can see here, well, it's a chalkboard, but this one here, Dulux Design Black Chalkboard Paint. And $55.50 per litre. Or we got here, the next one. This is probably the one he might be talking about. Chalkboard paint. White Night. 250 mil, which is a hell of a lot for doing shielding. But yeah, White Night seems to be the brand. White Night, free plug for Bunnings and White Night. Yeah, there's another one down here which I don't know about. It's in a spray can, chalkboard paint, spray paint, which is $20. I don't know. Rick, can you leave some comments of which one of these is the right stuff to use? Because I don't really want to go and buy all of this and test it. But yeah, there's lots of different ones. I'd say there's one here which is very interesting. Duramax Magnetic Chalkboard Spray Paint. Magnetic. So you spray it and you can put kitchen magnets on it and stuff like that. $25. These are Australian dollars too. So we'll call these Australian pesos because that's basically what they are these days. Yeah, so anyway, the one I think it would be, I reckon it's this one here. This one, that one there. We'll click it and we'll have a look and see if we can find out anything about the properties of it. Yeah, see, out of stock, damn. Because I was going to go down and buy it because it would have been good to buy. What does it say? Dries in 20 minutes, excellent coverage, hard wearing, safe to spray, CFC and lead free. Well, I hope so. Yeah, it easily transforms surfaces into a chalkboard. Okay. Well, you could probably go to the website for this company here and look up their material data safety information, and it'll probably tell you what's in it. It's waterproof. You can use it indoor and outdoor. Oh, is it? Yes. Outdoor, yes. Indoor, yes. Minimum temperature, 15 degrees Celsius. UV resistant, no. Clean equipment and brushes with rust guard solvent or mineral turpentine. So just use terps to clean it up. So it is a oil based, I'd say, some sort of oil base. Yeah, anyway, Rick, help us out on this, because I don't really know. But anyway, that's the Chalkboard paint, which will help everyone making coils. If it works the way Rick said it works, it'll help everyone out. Yeah. Look, aren't I naughty? I've got a Bunnings basket there. Oops. Don't worry, I give Bunnings so much work. I mean, so much. I buy so much stuff from them, so they should be happy. I don't even know what that's doing here. Maybe someone dropped something around in it, I don't know. So this one here, I'll just get that bottle of methylated spirit off it and just give it a measure. Put it back on the bench, and I'll have to bend this down, dear me, as far as I can. I can't bend it that far. There it is. Big black sausage. What do they call that? Blood sausage or something or other. Anyway, we'll have a look at this. About an inch roughly. There you go. 17 ohms. Over the whole thing, if we go right up the end and here, what do we got? We got 91 ohms. So that's not too bad. But we usually measure it over an inch or 25 millimeters odd as a reference. So I'll just do that again. I'll lift this up, put it back over there, and I'll just give this the treatment again. Can't do both at the same time. So this is 1 inch, 25 mil. I'm using 1 lead of one multimeter and the other lead of the other. That's not going to work. Got to get the same multimeter leads, and yeah, I couldn't work out what's going on, so it's open circuit. How weird. So yeah, there you go. It's about 18 ohms per inch, and that works perfectly well. I can fire it up again, but I don't know if you really want to hear all the squawk and scream for that. But, there we go. So this video is more to do with Rick mentioning the chalk paint anyway. So yeah, I thought I'd just do a video on that bit of information rather than going and spending a fortune on that, which is yeah, obviously this is the very, very low resistive paint, that one, and the other one up there, you can see that one there, NSF 34, and you can see how much I've used. I hardly used any of it. You can just see the line there near the top, and yeah, it's very dense stuff, but lasts forever, even though I say it doesn't. They just want you to buy new stuff. It's actually used in a lot of military installations and things like that when they're going to do all the shielding around the place. So yeah, it's basically graphite and carbon black with yeah, I never did find my powder, the special powder I had, which I was making mention of. Oops, we'll get that back out of zoom, and I better not squeeze that because this will go flying. Now I'm going to flick this here, make it click in. Please stay. There. Stay. Oh, there we go. You heard that? Click. So that's that. But as a matter of interest, let's have a look at the Y-Shield stuff. See how much it's actually worth. Well, it's worth or how much it costs. It's more accurate. So, yeah, HFS 54. It should find it on just on that keyword. Oh, there you go. It's 5 litres of it. 249 euros. Wow. And we'll go shopping. I'll hit shopping. I'll just maybe zoom a little bit in on that. Well, it brings up watches. We don't want watches. I think we need more information. How about we put in Y Shield. There we go. Big tubs of Y Shield. Where's the little ones? Gee. Okay. 5 litres. This will be, I suspect this is US dollars and euros there. 387. Would it be? Is it? I don't know if it's giving it in Australian dollars or whatever. We can always work it out off euros anyway. Yeah, 387, 387. For that, it's damn expensive stuff, isn't it? Yeah, it's all the same price, and there's only big buckets of it around. Oops, no, down the bottom. I saw it. There it is there. Wow. There we go. 1 litre. There's your price. That's why you don't want to buy it. It's worth a fortune. 211, and then you get the 5 litres here. It's 260. I think you get all your mates in on this, and you buy that one and give everyone a litre. Oh my God! Divide the price by 5. Wow, that's amazing, isn't it? So that's let's have a look. Well, actually, I'll look at this one. I just want to look at this one because it's more interesting to see where it is and. Okay. Doesn't tell me anything. Doesn't say, oh, here we go. There you are. You see that? From the USA. And it's actually given us a price in Australian dollars. It's given us a 4% discount. Oops. Okay. Adam's just replied with something on YouTube too in relation to the shielding paint I can see. So I'll get onto that as well. 1 litre. Anyway, there you go. I don't know what shipping is. But you know this stuff works. It does work quite well. But if the other stuff for $22 works well, you're probably better off with that. The chalkboard paint. So let's flick on the, oh, look at all those people looking at the videos. My God. Yeah, let's go on to, I was going to, if Adam said something there about, there you go, you can see views, there you go, 17,272 views in the last 28 days. Okay, comments. There's a lot of these I've already answered. I don't know what they're still there for. Why does it exist? I think that's to do with rain. Okay. There's Rick's, one of Rick's comments there. Lots of, okay. So it must have come through email. I'm not going to go and show all the emails, but yeah, I'll get onto that. Anyway, that's that. with all that Y-shield stuff. And I wish I did have the paint, the chalkboard paint, because that would be very interesting. I'm going to get some anyway, but I want to find out from Rick what one he actually used, because maybe there is a water-based one and an oil-based one, and one works and one doesn't. We need to find that out. Anyway, enough on that. Catches.